Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Sergeant Seeloff. Today we're going to be covering ratios and proportions. Today we're going to specifically go over mixed ratios and proportions, right? The difference between that and regular proportions is the fact that they're including different types of items in the overall equation, right? With that being the case, let's go ahead and get started. The footwear collected for New York consisted of boots and sneakers in the ratio of 4:3. If 840 were collected in an all, how many were boots? Right? This is exactly what I mean when it's mixed ratio, right? They're mixing in the boots with the sneakers, whereas they're only asking the question about the boots as far as the quantity goes, right? So let's go ahead and start off with our category, right? The first part we're going to do is let's just do ratio again, right? We could put boots and sneakers if we wanted, but that's just going to make it complicated. Let's just put ratio, and beyond that, we're going to go ahead and put boots. Right? Now that we've done that, fraction equals fraction, right? So we know that there's going to be 7 parts total, right? And actually, this isn't going to be boots. We're just going to put all, right? So we know that there's going to be 840 total for all, right? You could put footwear for all I care, right? Next, we're going to go ahead and put 1 because 1 is we're trying to understand the value of 1. Divided by all these, and then finally x. We're trying to find out what it ends up equaling, right? So what that's end up going to be equaling is 7 times x equals 7x equals 840 times 1, that just equals 840, right? 7 is going to divide by itself, and then 7 is going to divide over 840. It's going to cancel each other out, and let's go ahead and divide 840 by 7. Okay, bring this down, 2, boom, bring down the 0, 120. So we know that it's 120 per part, right? So we know that the boots and the sneakers are the parts. The boots are going to be 4, the sneakers are going to be 3, right? So we're going to take that 120 and times it by 120, times it by 120, right? 4 times 120, let's go ahead and do it. That's going to equal 480. Right? And then this is going to end up equaling 360, right? But that's not necessarily relevant. What they're asking is how many boots were there in this ratio. So of 840, 480 of them are going to equal the boots ratio. And if you wanted to double check your work, you could even add the 480 plus the 360. That'll land you at 840 to prove that your math is correct. But anyways, that's how you're going to go ahead and find the mixed ratio and proportion for this, guys.